I grew up in rural Alabama, about 50 miles south of Montgomery. I had tasted the bitter fruits of racism. I saw the signs. I didn't like those signs that said white men, white women, white waiting, colored waiting. But one day I heard about Rosa Parks when I was 15. I heard the words of Martin Luther King Jr. on the old radio. The action of Rosa Parks and the words and leadership of Dr. King inspired me. And when I got a chance, I did what I could to bring down those signs. And I got involved, and it changed my life forever. But I give you one example. My first trip to Washington, D.C. was in May of 1961, when I came here to go on the Freedom Ride. I was 21 years old, same year that President Obama was born. But back in 1961, black people and white people in Washington, D.C. couldn't be seated on a Greyhound bus, like Trailway bus. They left D.C. and went into Virginia, or traveled through North Carolina and South Carolina. And one of the guys that beat us, my white seatmate, beat us, left us bloody at the Greyhound bus station in Rockville, South Carolina. This man was so moved by the election of Barack Obama. He came to my office on Capitol Hill in February of '09 and said, "Mr. Lewis, I'm one of the people that beat you. I want to apologize. Will you forgive me?" His son had been encouraging his father to do it. He came down and cried. He gave me a hug. The son hugged me. I hugged him back. And I've seen him several times since then. He called me brother, and I called him brother. Wow. And that's the power. What you call redemption, reconciliation. And if we can do it on a just a small scale, maybe we can do it. So we got to learn to live together, as Dr. King said.
I only want to say this because I was so moved by what you said. I feel like I want to cry.
You go ahead, cry.
Sweet Honey in a Rock was a song Bernice taught us. And as we were singing, Carol, I think it was Carol that said, that sounds like a great name for the group. And we said, okay. We took the name on. But you know, there are many references in the Bible to honey being in a rock. And the honey is always referred to as something that's satisfying, telling the Israelites.
It's rock. I always think it was, the honey is in Iraq.
Thank you, because I was about to boo-hoo. You just took me out of that one.
Oh, now it's clear to me. Okay, honey in the rock. Got it. Okay.
But it always speaks as honey being satisfying and nurturing and nourishing. And it says, and I saw a quote that says, "From strength comes sweetness." So, Mr. Lewis, when you were talking, I was just thinking about Sweet Honey in a Rock, from strength. It takes a lot of strength to be sweet and to be loving.
Absolutely. We're here. We're here.
Thank you for that. That was just the connection. There's some strong women up here.
Beautiful.
And they come with some sweet sounds.
And speaking of strong women.
Well, to receive this great honor from the Humanities Council means so much. I feel more than lucky. I feel very blessed. It's very moving to be honored by the council. The council is like a living spirit. It tells us not to forget. It's the embodiment of the hopes and dream and aspiration of all of us.